that's the reason they chose for him to have 40 HP. Because he has whips and there's a thing 40 lashes. Probably just coincidence. And there it is. Majora's Mask in 1:49, 1 hour 49 minutes, except it's actually 1:52 if you count the intro. Rocks, locks, and invisible blocks. Again, if you have Razor Sword or Gilded Sword, or you're on Japanese and doing crouch stabs, you really don't have to kill off the masks, because you'll be able to kill Wrath before the masks get a chance to hit you too many times. They might shoot you like once, but like you might get hit once, but it's not a big deal. If you're doing 40 hits on him though, or you're doing jump slashes for whatever reason, you're gonna want to kill those masks because they're gonna fuck your day up. I remember that. It had said some glitches aren't allowed because Radix doesn't like them. I remember that. I remember that. I actually remember that being on the FAQ. That was like way back in like 2006, 2007. Holy shit. And looking back, I'm surprised people put up with SDA back then. Like, I know that whole, like, split in the community happened when Speedruns Live was made, and a lot of people were, like, rebelled against SDA because they didn't like the way they timed speedruns or something. I'm really surprised that didn't happen way back. Yo, remember when I did my first stream back after like a 2-year hiatus, and then I tried to fight Majora, and I died to Majora like 7 times? Like, I couldn't quick spin Incarnation because my controller was garbage. And then I couldn't time the slashes on Wrath, and so I died like... It took me an hour to beat Majora in that stream. It was hilarious. I'd like to know, why does the Skull Kid shake so much in this cutscene? Alright, see ya, VPP. Reminder that Skull Kid in the Japanese version is blackface. Also a reminder that Zant says the N-word when you beat him in Twilight Princess. He says stupid Yeah, it's funny. Epona shows up no matter what, even if you never get. Yeah, if yeah, if you listen to, you know how like when you beat Zant, he makes like all those like babbling noises, like he just goes completely ape shit. If you listen really carefully, you can hear him saying, "Stupid nigga." Like in the middle of all that babbling, like he suddenly says that. I think it was Mr. Sparkle that noticed that. What's funny is you don't really even have to listen that closely, because first of all, it's really like, I mean, like once you hear it once, you can never unhear it. And second of all, when he says it, those two words are in like a different tone of voice than all the other babbling. It's almost like he like pauses in the middle of the babbling to spew like racial slurs, and then just goes back to the babbling. It's really weird. Like I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but it really sounds like it was. It's actually really bizarre. I didn't get any masks in this run, so I don't get to see any of the. You don't get to see any of these cutscenes because you don't have the masks. What's interesting is that like it shows like no matter what, all these problems that these people had get solved anyway, because like even if you didn't do, like, for example, the Anju and Cafe quest in the same cycle that you beat Majora, they still get married after you beat Majora, as long as you have the couples mask. So it's like all the people's problems get solved in the end. You just don't get to see it if you don't get the mask. Yeah, it's really clear. It really sounds like it was intentional. This is the scene where Anju and Cafe get married, but we don't get to see it because we didn't get the mask. I guess they won't invite us to the wedding if we don't have the couple's mask. What's next? Well, I'm probably gonna stop the stream after this because I mean, I could play a game, but if I play a game on stream, I'm just gonna get all, like, flustered and stuff. Especially because I've been streaming for so long now. I actually really like this game's story because there's a lot of really deep stuff in it, and a lot of stuff, like especially the end, like when you go to the moon, there's a lot of stuff that's like keeps you asking questions. Like after playing this game, like I really would like to see like a Zelda game that kind of like explores like the backstory of like Majora, because there's a lot of stuff like at the end of the game, like with on the moon, that gives a lot of interesting stuff about Majora, but it reveals just enough to keep you asking questions, but not enough to give away the answers. I really like that. I'd like to see like a game do like explore Majora's backstory, as long as they did it right. If they did something really lame with it, then no, I don't want to see that. But yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. Hopefully this commentary was better than the one I did 4 years ago. I'm guessing it was. So I will probably upload this to my YouTube page at some point. So happy 4-year anniversary of Majora's Mask in 1:49, 1 hour 49 minutes, and I will see you some other time. Bye bye.